I'm Brittany, and in this video I want to talk about Mars in Libra. Okay, so what is Mars? So our Mars sign is kind of how we show our aggression. It's our sex drive, it's how we get what we want. And for men, it really shows the qualities that they feel they need to be in order to be manly, or how to attract a woman. And for women, it shows the qualities in a man that sexually excite her. Okay? So Mars in Libra, actually, I really like this position. Even though it's in detriment, I feel like they have a lot of really good qualities about them. And one of those being they're very, very nice and genuinely nice and charming, and they live for love. Because here we have Mars, the planet of what we want, or how we get what we want, in the sign of Libra, which is all about relationships and relating to other people and balancing things out. And so we've got some really charming, socially adept people that can really handle social situations well. They're really good at flirting and really good at making you feel heard. Okay? And men with this placement, like Mars and Gemini, they actually like to talk to women. And they like to talk even when there's not going to be a chance of sex involved. They just actually enjoy talking to women and people in general, but especially women. They love women because so they love women. And the women with Mars in Libra like a man who is kind of more of an artistic or charming, and he better be a beautifully gorgeous man, or at least he's smart. And they want their man to be good in social situations. They don't want him to blow it in front of all their friends. Like, they want a guy who's charming and nice to them, but also very good around everybody else too. But yeah, so Mars in Libra is interesting in that it can kind of go back and forth on things a lot. And in their relationships, they're bound to have a lot of relationships because, like I said, they live for love and all that, but they can get into relationships pretty quickly. And then the tendency of Libra, the scales, is to be always weighing things out, like, is this better or is this better? Is this person better or is this person better? Or maybe I like these qualities a little bit better about him, and I like these qualities a little bit better about him. Maybe I'm going to go over to him now, you know? And so they can kind of, they can end up hurting people that way, just because this isn't actually an emotional sign. It's a very mental air sign, and they live through their minds actually. And so they can be constantly comparing people and looking for that ideal partner, and they can hurt people by entering a relationship too quickly and then starting to like someone else right away. And that kind of sounds like Aries qualities too, but we have to remember Aries and Libra is like the polarity. So yes, Aries Mars people kind of can do that too, enter in relationships quickly and then find someone better and leave. But that's more out of impulse. This isn't really an impulsive position of Mars. It's a very thoughtful, caring position. I'm just saying that they do a lot of comparison, and that can be good or bad because they will always know what it is that they want in a relationship. And not that they don't always leave partnerships. They can actually do a lot to keep the peace in partnerships, but they can also always be looking for more of the ideal lover and never be quite satisfied fully in one relationship. But when they are fully satisfied in one relationship, when they feel they have found that ideal one, and that's common too for them to feel like that, they can be some of the best lovers. And the men are very good in bed because they actually listen to women, and they're very in tune with whether or not she's enjoying herself, whereas not all Mars signs men are gonna be able to notice. Like, these men can really come outside themselves and notice how the woman is feeling and and know instinctively what to do in order to make the experience better for her. And do it in a very charming way so that there's no awkwardness or anything. And Mars and Libra, men and women, they can very instinctively put other people at ease in sexual situations. Like, so they can help a partner who's not so comfortable sexually to open themselves up to them better. And yeah, so that's a really great quality, and it's because they're so in tune with other people. Because Mars, Libra, other people, Mars, are assertive, aggressive self. So, anyways, what else? I forgot to breathe there. Some of the video, I'm getting so excited. I love talking about Mars. I'm Aries rising. I'm ruled by Mars. I've got Moon conjunct Mars. I've got Venus trine Mars. I've got Venus in Aries. I've got a lot of Mars action going on in my chart. So actually, well, Jupiter's my favorite planet, but Mars is pretty close too. What else? Yeah, so Mars and Libra. Okay, what could be sort of the negative quality? Oh, I already said, yeah, that tendency to compare and always be wondering, is this going to be better, or is that better, or is this person better, or is that better? But that can actually be a really good thing. The women are quite picky about the men that they like. Not picky like Mars and Virgo, but picky in that they want him to be socially graceful. They want him to be popular. They want their man to be charming also. So yeah, they're kind of interesting that way. But then they also want their man to take the lead too. But they want him to be charming and not too aggressive. And so it's kind of, Mars and Libra women can actually have a hard time finding a man that measures up to what they're wanting, because yeah, like I said, they're always looking for this ideal man, right? Because Mars is what turns us on. So, and another thing, Mars and Libra can have a tendency to put their own needs last. So they can actually lose themselves in relationships because they so need to be needed, and they really love being in a relationship. It's their world, it's their life. And then they can kind of forget their own needs and what they're wanting. Maybe they're putting up with something that's actually not okay with them, but they just want to keep the peace, right? These people really want to keep the peace, but they're also very concerned with what is fair and what is just and what is like the right way to do things. So if they feel like people are doing something unfair to them or to other people, especially to other people, they like to stand up for other people more than they like to stand up for themselves. They like to go in and fight for other people. But yeah, so if their sense of something is not fair, that's when they like to fight. That's when they get fired up, because Mars is also what makes us angry too, and how we show anger. So these people show anger by debating and using their wit, using their strength. They're not going to be, well, I mean, they could be, but not always like the physical, like I'm going to punch you in the face type of people. They're more going to provide a really solid argument about why you're wrong and why you're just incredibly stupid and way less beautiful than them. And and they're very beautiful because we have Mars and Venus's sign, so they're very charming, and even if they're not physically beautiful, they're gonna have something that is attractive to other people and draws them in. So a lot of really good things about Mars and Libra. Anyways, yeah, I hope that was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed that. I'll be doing more Mars signs, I think, right now, so thanks for watching.